Wake up, Jacob. It is me, IP. And if you're new to the tribe, like, share, subscribe. How's it going? How's it going? Hey, I hope everybody is out there getting the work done. There's a lot of things coming down the pike, so I hope you guys are getting prepared for that. I am doing what I can, when I can, how I can, and I hope you guys are doing the same. Awesome, awesome to be here with you guys. I just want to drop a quick, quick live, real quick. Um, so there's talks about a second stimulus that the government wants to put in there, and I just want to look at a little article, them talking about it, and give you guys a little bit of information of what it's going to look like. So this is a little bit of bruised news because I know a lot of you guys a lot of you guys on this channel, whatever. Some of you got stimulus from the last time, the $1,200. Well, that may be happening again, once again. Shalom, shalom, Lynn. So let's go ahead and take a look at this article. I was looking over in Forbes, and it's talking about this article here. And let's see here. It says 5 facts on the second stimulus check that you need to know, right? Because there's a lot of information that's going on out there. But let's kind of take a look. Let's, just sit back. Let's take a look so we can analyze this thing. And then you guys can think ahead of what you want to do. But it just says the House passed a bill Friday. It's called the HEROES Act, which provides a second round of stimulus checks. And the questions are flying. Here are the facts on the 5 key areas of stimulus check details that I keep getting. Let's dive right into the facts. Okay, so number 1, it said, did Congress really just pass a bill for another stimulus check? Here's the answer. Yes. One side of Congress, the House, okay, because you got the House and the Senate. One side of Congress, the House, passed a bill that does include a second stimulus check, but Congress have 2 different chambers, the Senate and the House. And the Senate has not yet agreed to pass another stimulus check. Here's the deal. The House passed a $3 trillion, with a T, $3 trillion stimulus relief package Friday. It's called the HEROES Act. It does provide for a second stimulus check, in addition to a whole lot of other things, including a $200 billion in hazard pay for essential workers, 6 more months of COVID-19 unemployment, housing and food assistance, money for the U.S. Postal Service, etc. You can check out what's included in the HEROES Act, okay? So you look at that bill to see what else is in there. Okay, so yes, the bill passed in the House, and now it's being presented to the Senate, with Speaker Nancy Pelosi urging the Senate to begin negotiations so they can get something put forward that both chambers will agree to pass. Okay, so usually when they have these bills, guys, they usually put a lot of stuff in there. And a couple things may pass, that may get kicked out, but then other things will pass. Okay, so a lot of times it's pretty puffed up, because they know they're going to lose something, and rarely is going to pass just as it is, just how it's presented. Number 2, the Senate says it's dead on arrival, so does the House bill really matter? That's the question. The Senate says it's dead on arrival, so does the House bill really matter? Here's the answer. Yes, it definitely matters. A lot is being made of the fact that Senator Mitch McConnell said the House bill is dead on arrival. Don't believe the hype. All signals are that the Senate will end up negotiating with the House to pass yet another stimulus relief package. See, the economy is reeling still. The Republicans and Democrats know it. Ignore declarations about what people won't do. Pay attention to the economy, because Senate Leader Mitch McConnell certainly is. And even he is now telling Fox News, quote, I think there's a high likelihood we'll do another bill. So don't believe the hype. Leader McConnell doesn't want to be pressed on a timeline, but even he indeed acknowledges that something more needs to be done, because the economy is reeling, my friends. Also, the White House indicates that it is also on board with a second round of stimulus checks. So again, just ignore any bluster from either side of the political aisle. Just listen to the economy, because this is what members of the House and the Senate are doing. This, the struggling economy, is why the Democratic House just passed the HEROES Act. It is why the bill includes a second $1,200 stimulus check, and it is why the Republican Senate will, more than likely, pass something more too. The question remains about what kind of stimulus check, if any, would be included in the final deal, but all signs point to yet another coronavirus stimulus relief deal getting done. So that's probably going to happen, guys. Look, I know that a lot of people don't get why they're doing what they're doing, and it frustrates a lot of people. I understand that, and of course, we know we may be entering into inflation and hyperinflation. I would say we're in a recession now. Of course, it hadn't been quite two consecutive quarters yet, but we're moving on to it. So two consecutive quarters of the numbers being down, then you have a recession, right? Four, and you have a depression. So we're on our way to recession, and the economy is reeling. They're trying to figure something out. These butter muffins, all they know how to do is print money. That's all they know how to do. Okay, so it's not that surprising. They don't know how to do anything else, right? So it says, Liz, I wish they'd just give her a large sum so she can make big moves. Me too. Me too. Trust me, I do. Looking at the video earlier, and they're talking about potentially people getting really large sums. If they got like the $2,000 a month one, and then it'll be retro paid, and people could get checks as much as like 10 grand and stuff like that. Probably not gonna happen. It's probably a pipe dream, but yeah, what we can get done with large sums, okay? What can we get done? Number three, how much is the second stimulus check, and when will I get it? Okay, here's the answer. As things stand today, the second stimulus check is for $1,200, the same amount as the first $1,200 stimulus check. Individuals will get $1,200, while married couples who file joint returns, tax returns that is, would get $2,400. Children, up to three, would also get the $1,200 amount with the new round of stimulus check, as opposed to the $500 they would get in the first round. So wow, instead of the children getting the five, they're getting 12 as well. Wow. Okay. For example, a family of five, a married couple who files joint taxes, can claim up to three children, which would get a maximum of $6,000 if this second round of stimulus becomes law. Okay, so you could get, family of five could get, filing jointly, could get $6,000. Interesting. Remember, you only get this money if the Senate signs on with the House to provide more stimulus check. The economy is reeling, stated again, and the Senate knows it. Senator Leader Mitch McConnell and other Senate Republicans already agree with another stimulus relief package is necessary. They just want more time to get it done, and they are communicating that they will start work on it in June. That they're going to start work on it in June. So they're pretty much saying we're going to have it. They're pretty much saying there's going to be a stimulus, right? It needs to happen is what they're saying. It needs to happen. So it's probably going to come, and who's to say? Yeah, we got to get some kids. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, man, I need some kids, need some more children. But who's to say? How can we say it's not going to happen? It already happened before. Okay, it already happened a month ago. So they're probably going to do it again. I don't know if it does anything. I think most people, appreciate free money, but is it free? Is it? That's another video. But I don't think I don't know if it moves the economy. Yeah, people will spend money on little things. Probably won't be smart things. They'll be, oh well, I'll go ahead and get that. I'll go get that 50-inch TV that I've been wanting. Stuff like that. They'll get silly things. That's just what people do. But does it help overall? I don't think so. But it is what it is. They're gonna do it anyway. So the best thing that you and I can do is plan. Number four, what are the income requirements for the second stimulus check? Based on what the House passed, income requirements would be the same for the second stimulus check as they were with the first one. Individuals who earn $75,000 or less, and married couples, joint filers, who earn $150,000 or less per year would be eligible for the full $1,200 or $2,400 stimulus check. Those who earn more than this would receive reduced dollar amounts until it all phases out completely for the individuals above $99,000 and married couples earners above $198,000. Again, the House passed this bill and the Senate has not yet signed on. But if After all negotiations, everyone agrees to go with the second stimulus check. The way it's currently presented, these could hold as the income requirements. Okay, if they do it. Now, there's one more thing before we go. One more thing. What about the $2,000 monthly stimulus check? Is that happening? That's the $1 million question, right? That's what everybody wants to know. I heard that they're going to give $2,000 a month. What's going to happen with that? What are we doing? All right, so answer: no, not likely. No, not likely. The $2,000 stimulus check is apparently off the table, at least for now. Some serious proposals for $2,000 a month stimulus checks were put forward by Democrats in the House. However, given the fact that the House just passed the HEROES Act, which provides for another one-time $1,200 stimulus checks, it's safe to conclude that the $2,000 monthly stimulus checks are less and less likely now because they're doing these $1,200. If the Democratic House didn't go for passing it, the Republican Senate is certainly not likely to do so. It's probably not going to happen, guys. The only way and the last little bit of this article here says the only way this becomes a possibility again is if the House passes it, or if, in the process of negotiating with the Senate in the coming weeks, there are trade-offs that provide an opening for House Democrats to put forth more on stimulus check. But as it stands now, it seems that another $1,200 stimulus check is the most you can hope for when the House vote Friday. This is what they passed. They did not pass any of the monthly $2,000 stimulus check proposals. They didn't pass any of that stuff. They're like, nope, we're not going to do this. Okay, so it's not going to happen, guys. It's not the 2,000 a month. Well, at least not anytime soon. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So I hope you guys are not counting on that, because now you're talking about, you know, how many people on first we get these $1,200 stimulus checks, just helicopter money out of nowhere. Then you have millions upon millions of people on unemployment right now, so they're getting that, and then on top of that, let's give them also $2,000. I mean, I realize that they can be a bunch of twat waffles, just printing money to oblivion, but that's a bit much right now. That's a bit much. Okay, so they got to slow that down a little bit. I know the Fed is itching to print more money. I get it. I know hyperinflation is coming. Okay, we may get deflation and we may get some stagflation first, but I know that may be coming. Okay, we have a lot of things on the horizon that may be coming. Food shortages and meat shortages. There's a lot of stuff going on. Shalom, Michael Rivera. Shalom. So I appreciate you guys joining me. I just want to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think of this second stimulus? More importantly, what are you going to do with any money that comes your way? Any extra money that comes your way? What are you going to do with it? Because it's really about planning it. It's really about planning. This whole thing hit us for the most part out of nowhere. This whole thing hit us, but those who are preppers, we're thinking about things like that, right? We're thinking about things that could happen, trying to be prepared for various situations. And now we know what it feels like to go through a plague. We know what it feels like, okay? Will we know what it feels like to go through civil unrest? Do we know what it feels like to go through economic collapse? Now, our economy is failing right now. It's about to flatline, but do we know what that's like? We're probably going to feel what it's like to go through food shortages. So there's a lot of things that are coming on the horizon. A lot of things that is happening, guys. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you guys think. Put it in the comment section below. Before you go, like, share, subscribe, smash the notification bell, hit the thumbs up, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. In other words, let me know below. It's not enough for me to have no income after that. Okay, let me see what else you got there. Because I miss it. It shows up at the bottom and then it just goes away really fast. So, let's take a look. Couple of comments there. Not enough for me to have no income after that. I was hoping to get off grid soon. Absolutely. Definitely want to do that. Definitely want to move off grid and do what we have to do. When that money comes in, you got to do. I know $1,200 is not that much really. But it's $1,200 that you didn't have before. So if it comes in, hey, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna, where are you gonna invest it? That's really, that's really what it comes down to it. Okay. So, but hey, that's the article. I gave you guys a couple of my thoughts. I like to hear your thoughts. So let me know below. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Israelite Purple.